Today, a topic that's been on everyone's mind, car prices. Yes, they're finally coming down from their record highs during the pandemic. But guess what? People still aren't rushing to buy. So what gives? Why aren't consumers jumping on this opportunity? Let's dive in. So let's start with the good news. After skyrocketing during the pandemic, car prices are finally falling back to earth. New car prices, which peaked in 2021, have been on a steady decline of supply chain recovery, and dealers have more inventory on hand. But here's the kicker. Even though prices are dropping, cars are still out of reach for a lot of people. You might be wondering, and you're right, if prices are falling, why isn't affordability improving? Well, it's not just about the sticker price anymore. It's about the total cost of ownership. And that's where things get tricky. Bank of America recently reported that car sales have actually flatlined despite the improvements in both pricing and supply. And here's why. One of the biggest factors keeping people from buying: interest rates. Since mid-2022, interest rates on car loans have jumped nearly 4 percentage points. That means the average consumer is now paying about $100 more per month on a new car loan than they were about a year ago. And it's not just about interest rates. Car insurance is through the roof too. According to the same report, insurance premiums have increased by 22.6% year over year. And we haven't even talked about maintenance costs, which have risen alongside inflation. So even though car prices are down, the cost to own and maintain that car is still really high. Now let's zoom out a bit and look at how car prices have changed over the past 5 years. In 2018, the average new car cost around 35 grand, and that number steadily increased, reaching a record high of over 47,000 by 2021, according to Kelley Blue Book. Used car prices were even more shocking, jumping nearly 45% between 2019 and 2022, hitting highs that often surpassed new car prices during the pandemic. Used car prices were driven up because of the supply chain issue that made new cars scarce, but now that inventory is recovering slowly. Those used car prices have been falling too. As of mid-2023, the average used car price is down to about $26,000 compared to its peak of $31,000 in 2021. Now it's around $27,000, $28,000 as of 2024. So if prices are falling, why aren't people buying? One big reason is that 45% of Americans now find it difficult to afford their car loans and maintenance costs, according to a recent Bank of America study. The situation is even tougher for Gen Z, with nearly 60% reporting that car ownership is out of reach for them. As a result, people are holding onto their cars longer. The average age of a vehicle in the U.S. is now about 12 and a half years, up 40% from 2001. How long have you been holding on to your car? For some, this high-cost environment has sparked interest in EVs and hybrids. There's been a sharp rise in EV loan originations, and more people are considering going electric. But as Bank of America points out, EV adoption has its own set of challenges, like the limited availability of charging stations, putting a charger in your own home, which might slow down widespread adoption. So what does all of this mean? Yes, car prices are coming down, but the total cost of owning a car, including interest rates, insurance, maintenance, still keeping buyers on the sidelines. It's not just about the price tag anymore or MSRP, it's about everything else that comes with buying and owning a car. Do you find the same thing with you? Are these same factors that you're dealing with on whether or not you buy a new or used car? By the way, if and when you are in the market for a new or used car, you gotta check out quotes.everymandriver.com, quotes.everymandriver.com. The best prices being advertised in your area from qualified dealerships. Make, model, zip code. If you don't find what you're looking for in your zip code, expand that zip code. Be willing to look outside your area for a good deal. You may have to travel a few miles, but you could save a few hundred, possibly a few $1,000s on a new or used car of your choice by visiting quotes.everymandriver.com. There's also a direct link below this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with the latest insights from the automotive world. Hope to see you next time. Today's video is brought to you by The Cold Plunge. Use discount code DAVE150 at checkout at thecoldplunge.com. Immediately save $150 off your purchase. That's DAVE150 at thecoldplunge.com. There's also a link below this video.